2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Let's go, D.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move, the Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years, and I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Mike 55.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A give to Elliott. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown. his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. As Seattle takes the field here for their next drive, let's look ahead to their next couple of weeks because week 1 win against Cincinnati, yes, it was a win, but a little uninspiring. But now, Charles, they have to go to Pittsburgh and then they host New Orleans.
And you're right about the win. I think most people, me and included thought they would win comfortably against Cincinnati at home. Turned out to be a 1-point win, but they'll take it because remember, this is a Seattle team that last year began the season 0-2 and had to battle their way back to make it to the playoffs. So they'll happily be 1-0. Going to Pittsburgh won't be easy. As you noted, Pittsburgh will be very angry after getting thrashed by New England. And then New Orleans comes to visit Seattle. So tough schedule in the early going for the Seahawks, but I think they feel like they'll be up to the task.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Yeah. You don't want nothing.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 37. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And some room to run now. And he's taken down inside the 30. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle. Here's Wilson, throwing on 3rd and long. Underneath pass here to Van Ness. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
He'll stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
54.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
First down, Prescott escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The partner, I want to revisit week 1. I got your positive takeaways from the first week of the NFL season. How about the bad stuff?
Well, let's pump the brakes a little bit on the Super Bowl celebration in Cleveland.
Yeah.
They have to win some games first, and maybe now that's the best thing that could have happened to them. Maybe they can settle in because that's a good roster. Miami, we suspected it was going to be rough. I don't know that we suspected that bad on opening day. Jacksonville, the defense is supposed to carry this team. They got torched by Kansas City. And Pittsburgh just didn't show up against New England. And I don't think we expected that at all because I thought Pittsburgh's defense was really good in the preseason.
Double dog. That's the way.
Prescott from the gun on third. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Prescott now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Mike's 50.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Mike's 54. I got you, punk.
On first down, Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a